It took me more than a year of manifesting to go from making $1,000 a month to making $10,000 a month, but it only took me a couple of weeks to go from $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month, all because I learned how to use Joe Dispenza's meditations in a way that manifests your desires 100 times faster. So in today's video, I reveal the 5-step formula that allowed me to hit $30,000 a month in just a couple of weeks, the one self-limiting behavior you absolutely must overcome if you want to manifest fast, and the biggest traps on your way to achieving instant manifestations and how to avoid them. In the year 2020, when I first opened Dr. Joe Dispenza's books, I had 2 big problems. And no, these were not the problems, these were the solutions. Problem 1, I will never forget when I tried to do Joe Dispenza's morning meditation, which is around 24 minutes, for the very first time. Back then I was laying down to meditate because I couldn't sit because of severe nerve damage from a surgery. And I started the meditation at around the 10-minute mark. And then I stopped it again after around 4 minutes because I just couldn't do it. I could not focus on it. Problem number 2. Yes, I read all of Joe Dispenza's books, even Evolve Your Brain, multiple times. I watched his Rewired series on Gaia, I immersed myself in his work, and I even studied other spiritual teachers such as Neville Goddard, who said the following words in his lecture, Spiritual Sensation. Dare to believe in the reality of your assumption and watch the world play its part. Did I believe in the reality of my assumption? Did I believe that I could really be healed, even though every doctor told me that my nerve damage will never heal? Did I believe that I could truly be rich, even though my bank account back then was showing me the complete opposite? The universe knows the answer. You didn't believe any of this, but now you do. This leads us to the first step of the formula of manifesting fast with Joe Dispenza's meditations. No matter if you love to immerse yourself in his meditation tuning into new potentials, or if your body vibrates while you synchronize your energy to health, love, and abundance, you have to overcome impatient disbelief. And there are different layers of impatient disbelief. So here are some of the most popular symptoms. You are not able to immerse yourself into a 15-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute, let alone a 50-minute meditation because you're way too impatient. You start the meditation somewhere in the middle, you want to skip the part where Joe Dispenza says, relax and breathe in, breathe out and feel into the space of the space around the space. You just want to skip that part because you're way too impatient. And then, right after the meditation, when you're, for example, meditating for abundance, you immediately check your bank account and you realize, oh my God, nothing has changed. I'm still broke. Or when you're meditating for physical healing, then you're immediately checking your symptoms and, oh yeah, the symptoms are still there, so nothing has changed, obviously. And the third popular symptom is that you've read all of Joe Dispenza's books. You've done his meditations, you have studied his work, and you also watched countless video testimonials on his official YouTube channel, but you still believe that it can't happen for you. You still believe that, yes, it might be possible for others, but for me, no, for me it just can't happen. And the old self that you want to get rid of is holding on to that belief. It is forcing you over and over to look at this belief, and it feels so comforting. And it feels comforting in a weird way because you don't want to accept that all these years, all these decades, you were believing a lie. The lie that we are victims to our circumstances. The lie that we can only react to whatever happens in our external reality. And it's way too painful for you to accept the truth that you are the creator of your reality. In Joe Dispenza's blog post, Romancing the Future, he shared the idea with us that we create a bond with our future when we fall in love with it. Now let me ask you this. Is it possible for you to truly and fully fall in love with the future when you do not believe that you can actually create this future? No, it's not possible, because then you are separated from it, and the feeling of separation is not in alignment with love. And in a podcast that Joe Dispenza did with Jay Shetty at minute 16, he said that when you believe in yourself, you believe in possibility. Now let me ask you this. How can you believe in your power to create a new life for yourself when you know that you can't even sit through a 30-minute meditation that helps you to create this life? It's impossible. And that's why I now want to share the exact action steps that I took to overcome my impatient disbelief. In the first step, I asked myself, what is the complete opposite of the feeling of impatience? And for me, it was inner calmness. And I then, when I closed my eyes, imagined what it would feel like to just have this feeling of inner calmness. And I also created affirmations such as I am calm, I am relaxed, I am at ease. Action step 2, I looked at manifesting through the eyes of a personal trainer, and I asked myself the following question. Am I already able to sit through a 30-minute meditation? And at the beginning of my spiritual journey in the year 2020, the answer was no. But then I asked myself this question. Could I, for just 2 minutes, close my eyes and rehearse my future? And the answer was yes. And then, just like a personal trainer who starts to work out with somebody who is not in shape at all, they start slowly and they then increase the intensity over time. And I did the exact same thing when it comes to meditating with Joe Dispenza's meditations. And that's why today I love to do the synchronizing your energy to abundance meditation or the synchronizing your energy to a new life meditation, which are longer than an hour. And then in action step number 3, I invested time every day to watch countless video testimonials from Joe Dispenza's official YouTube channel. And you can of course also watch the video testimonials on the presentation page for my 8-week one-on-one coaching program, the Abundance Reality Shift Coaching Program. But what I want you to do is to do everything in your power to ram the following belief in your mind. Manifesting is real, and if these people can do it, I can do it too. And at the beginning of my manifestation journey, when I was bedridden with severe nerve damage, where every doctor told me it will never heal, where I felt hopeless, where I was barely able to pay for rent and food, I watched up to 10 Joe Dispenza testimonials every single day. And I often watched the same one again and again and again, because I just wanted to convince my mind that I can do it too. And once you are patient enough to meditate, and once you believe in yourself and in your power to manifest enough to show up every day without being obsessed with immediate changes in your physical reality, you will manifest so much faster. Now, what if I told you that your heart is the most powerful manifestation tool in the world? I went to 3-week-long advanced retreats, and in the first retreat, I was amazed that Joe let us tune into our heart before every meditation. And the more retreats I attended and the deeper I went into the meditations of Joe Dispenza, the more I understood the power of our heart. Because I truly believe that when you activate your heart by placing your awareness on it, you activate the engine that makes it possible to draw the experience you want to you so much faster. That's why I invite you to use your heart as a creation accelerator, because in his book Becoming Supernatural, Joe Dispenza shared with us that it takes a clear intention that is sent out into the field with a coherent brain and an elevated emotion that is created with the heart and that then draws the experience back to you to go from living in the past to living in the future. So yes, your heart is like a Wi-Fi router. An activated heart creates an electromagnetic signature that equals a strong Wi-Fi connection to the field. Now you have optimal upload speed and optimal download speed. The optimal upload speed allows you to send the intention out into the field so much faster. The optimal download speed allows you to draw the experience back to you with the elevated emotion so much faster. And in his book Becoming Supernatural, Joe Dispenza also writes that the heart produces the strongest magnetic field in your body. And that's how powerful your heart truly is, and that's why I now want to share the exact action steps with you that allow you to use your heart as a creation accelerator to manifest so much faster with Joe Dispenza's meditations. Action step number 1. Create this beautiful state of brain and heart coherence where you close your eyes and you focus your awareness on your heart. Then you feel into your heart, then you focus your awareness on your brain, on your head, and then you bring them both together. You focus your awareness on them at the same time and you let the energy flow. And this is something that we also practice together in week 4 of my 8-week one-on-one coaching program, the Abundance Reality Shift Coaching Program, where I help you to become your most abundant self. And if you're ready to find out more about it, you can click on the first link in the description or go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/abundance. Then in action step number 2, you focus your awareness on your heart while you are feeling the emotions of your future. So when you're deep in a Joe Dispenza meditation, you then focus your physical awareness on your heart and you create the emotions of your future with your heart. And that's how you make sure that you really feel the emotions and you don't just think about them logically. Then in action step number 3, nourish your heart, cherish your heart, and act in accordance with your heart. Fall in love with yourself a little bit more every day. And whenever you are standing in front of a choice that you have to make or want to make, always ask yourself what my spiritual mentor back then invited me to ask myself, which is this loving to myself? And if the answer is yes, and you're activating your heart and you send the emotions out into the field with your heart, then you will manifest so much faster. Now, what if I told you that closing your eyes and meditating is not enough to change your physical reality, at least not if you want to do it fast? And even though Joe Dispenza's meditations are incredibly powerful, he said himself that nothing in your life changes until you change. In fact, he also said that the quantum field mirrors the energy that you emit, and that you have to embody the person you want to be, and only then can you create the reality that you want to create. It's not just about meditating, it's about embodying the person who you see in your image that you immerse yourself into during your meditation. If you don't do this, you will stay trapped in the same vicious cycle over and over again, and it goes like this. I just felt so much abundance in that meditation. Now I can continue to walk through the day like a broke loser. Let's go. So here's the third principle you have to follow if you want to manifest fast with Joe Dispenza's meditations. Align yourself with your vision in the imaginal act and become an actor. The imaginal act is one part of the equation. And acting like the new self in your physical reality is the second, often overlooked part. But you have to combine both elements, because this is the only way to become who you want to be. And when you become who you want to be, you are the perfect vibrational match to the reality you want to experience. That's why I invite you to ask yourself the following questions. How does the version of me who I saw in my meditation walk after the meditation is over? How does this version of me, who I was able to clearly see in the images I created during my meditation, dress? Now that I have immersed myself into the images of my future, how does this future self interact with others? That's how you combine seeing it in your meditation with being it in your physical reality. And that's when you stay in the wish fulfilled all day long. And now I'm really curious. What image do you see when you close your eyes to meditate? And what do you do to embody the new self? Let me know in the comments below. I promise I will reply to you. But only if you do what I'm about to share with you now, will you be able to manifest fast with Joe Dispenza's meditations. I've coached well over 100 clients in my 8-week one-on-one coaching program, the Abundance Reality Shift Coaching Program, and I've seen the most amazing transformations. New business opportunities out of nowhere, new job opportunities, completely unexpected promotions, new investment opportunities, existing businesses doubling, even quadrupling within a couple of weeks. I've seen it all, and it usually starts like this. First, you feel more at peace with your current physical reality. Then the first signs and synchronicities in the forms of numbers, ideas, and mental nudges find you. Eventually, you are led to your desired reality in the most magical way. Joe Dispenza describes the beginning stage of this process in his book You Are the Placebo, with the idea that when you are happy in your current reality, in the present moment, and at the same time you hold a clear vision of your future in your mind and you continue to focus on that future, that's the grand recipe for manifestation. Neville Goddard also describes this process where the signs and synchronicities find you as the bridge of incidents that is built for you. And that's why he says the following words in The Power of Awareness. An assumption builds a bridge of incidents that lead inevitably to the fulfillment of itself. Now ask yourself this: how can you be happy with your present reality when you're constantly looking for signs? You can't, because you're separated from your desire. And this leads us to the next principle, the next step that I followed and that I invite you to follow if you're ready to manifest really fast with Joe Dispenza's meditations, and that's to stop looking for signs and they will come. Because the truth is that the moment you look for signs, you are cutting them off. Desperately searching for proof that what you are doing is having a result on your physical reality communicates to the universe that you don't believe that you already have what you want. Believe and you shall receive. Don't believe and I can't give you your manifestation. A truly powerful manifestor knows that the signs and synchronicities will come. They have to come because the wish has already been fulfilled. So right after a Joe Dispenza meditation, get up from your meditation expecting signs and synchronicities, ideas, direct downloads, mental nudges to find you, but stop looking for them. But if you make this one crucial mistake, everything will collapse like a house of cards. And I'm serious. You can do as many Joe Dispenza meditations as you want, but if you fall into this life-destroying trap, you might still end up broke, miserable, and lonely. Manifesting money? Forget about it. Manifesting your perfect partner? No chance. Manifesting physical healing? Not if the universe sends you all kinds of signs, all kinds of opportunities, all kinds of ideas and direct downloads, and you're still not doing anything. Imagine the universe sends you a direct download during a Tuning into New Potentials meditation or any other meditation from Joe Dispenza. And in this download, you receive the message to contact a very specific healthcare professional. But you do this. No, my healing has to come through a mystical experience and I will never go to a doctor again. And now imagine the universe gives you the strong impulse, the strong mental nudge to go out to a specific bar with your friend because the love of your life is waiting there, and you really feel this inner push to go out and to go there because you've done a synchronizing your energy to love meditation in the morning, and now this synchronicity finds you. But you do this. I'm just looking at the TV schedule. Today would be really inconvenient. My favorite TV show is on today. I'm not gonna go out today. Or imagine you are doing the synchronizing your energy to abundance meditation, and at minute 42 you get the idea to start a business, but then you say this: oh no, I don't want to do anything, I'm manifesting. Nobody told me that I have to do stuff. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Way too many people believe that working hard in the physical realm is more important than tuning into the frequency of what you want to manifest in the spiritual realm. But there are also way too many people who believe in manifesting but limit themselves by not taking action in the physical realm because of false pride, self-limiting beliefs, or entitlement, even though the inspiration for the action comes directly from Source. And this leads us directly to the last principle that you have to embrace if you want to manifest fast with Joe Dispenza's meditations, and that's to find the sweet spot between taking action in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. In the introduction of his meditation Generating Abundance, Joe Dispenza says the following words: abundant people are not lazy, they are self-starters, they make things happen. Does that sound like somebody who doesn't do anything when the universe sends them the perfect business idea, the impulse to apply for their dream job, or the perfect product idea? You already know the answer. And that's why I invite you to say yes to a daily meditation practice, to take action every day in the spiritual realm, but to then also be open to taking action in the physical realm when the universe then provides you with all the ideas, with the perfect blueprint that easily and effortlessly leads you to your desired reality. And if you prefer to work with me one-on-one on creating your abundant dream life, you can click on the first link in the description or go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/abundance to find out more about my 8-week one-on-one coaching program, the Abundance Reality Shift Coaching Program. But what if you've reached a point where you're thinking about giving up on Joe Dispenza's teachings and meditations because nothing is changing in your physical reality? Then I invite you to watch this video next.